Holy shit.
Is it working?
We're doing it.
Is it working?
Yes, I think so.
We're live.
Well, it's recording at least. So,
Okay. Well, that's good.
wow. This is a different setup, isn't it, folks?
Yeah, this is, I'm in the library.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if I like my background on your side there or these curtains behind me. Oh, whatever. There's the CD collection beside. Only the CDs that I listen to quite a bit are out.
Yeah.
You don't do MP3s?
Or just streaming.
I do both, but I like popping the CD, you know. Now, apparently, we are going to see chats in here. I don't know how that's going to work, but maybe.
Okay, so this is kind of another test. Whoops.
We do everything's a test. So I've got a keyboard here to type in case we need to type. I got my mouse. In case I need to mouse, I've got, excuse me, this set up here.
Coffee, in case we need
You got coffee. That's right. So just as a test of things.
Are you going to see if we're live?
I was going to.
So where is it on?
It is on Twitch.
Twitch? Okay.
Oh, wait, look. If we want to view on Twitch, we can actually do it right now.
So it's like Twitch and YouTube, and we're in Facebook too, or?
No, Facebook we couldn't get working.
Okay.
Oh, wait, something's happening. See, I just clicked view on Twitch and now everything's slowed right down. All right, let's not view on Twitch, I guess. Oh, here we go. See, it opened up. Whatever, we're just going to close this, I think. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't know. Apparently it's using working.
Okay.
What's this here?
It says live.
Verifying information.
Does that mean we're not live?
I don't know.
Stop streaming. Okay, it
says streaming.
So we're streaming, sure.
So if anybody wants to join us, you're just gonna have to text message me, and we'll get you in here. Make sure that no one's messaged us yet. No, but what I wanted to try was the we've got a Bluetooth attached to our pod track.
More new technology to try.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So we'll see how this works here. Let's go with did we hear this? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear it? That's the question.
Huh. God, I haven't listened to that album for so long. It's like, what song is that?
That is our band Dome. Have you guys heard this before? I hope so. How does it sound in the headphones?
Good. It's not too loud. It's just kind of in the background.
I have it turned down a bit.
Okay.
So. Look at that bass. Sexy bass. And then that. Oh. I like the layers of the guitar on this one. Like right here. It almost sounds like a keyboard. There's a keyboard in there. There might be, who knows, right?
Yeah, the guitar is overdubbed. Yeah.
Yeah. He did good over it. He did all his own guitars, right?
Yeah.
I guess we could just sit here and like you could look at our ugly faces and we could just listen to music. I mean,
We'll just bop our heads.
I've seen live streams that are, especially on Twitch, that are much worse. But I added something to the board today, to the topic board today.
Oh,
Wait, do we get our wheel?
the
Wheel of topics. Okay, let's
Is
go
it
to-
gonna bog everything down?
Well, I don't think it will because we're using Zoom, right?
Okay.
So I should be down here somewhere. Wheel let's
Wheel of topics. There we
now
go.
we're gonna see where this is gonna be the ultimate test. We're gonna see if this like fucks shit up or not. I thought we were recording here.
Aren't we?
Not on here. Oh,
Oh,
whatever, that's fine.
ah,
Recording in multiple places.
there we go.
Welcome to the SeanGeek and FastFret.
Even had a drink yet.
No. I didn't actually bring a drink. I should have. Welcome to the SeanGeek and
FastFret Podcast.
it's on the shirt there. Yeah, we're sitting in Blin Streak Studios.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Comfy chairs. I like these chairs better than mine.
these chairs are pretty damn comfy, actually.
Yeah.
This one's a good chair.
Oh, this one's good too. This is a Grampy chair.
So I think next time what we're gonna do is we're going to use the behind me, the monitor behind us. That'll be our stand for our TV. I don't know how I don't know how you guys are looking at the video and if it's, I don't know if it's any good for you guys or not. But we're going to share a screen here and see how this works. The monitor's so far away.
Oh, let's click number 1.
Okay, let's see if this bogs right down. There we go. Let's make this bigger. Now, can you guys see the wheel of topics? Can you guys see it? How come no one's answering? Oh, because
There's no one.
this is you and I talking. Okay, let's just make this smaller. There we go. So this is the wheel of topics. This is a completely original invention that you and I came up with. We didn't get any inspiration from any other show.
No,
Not at all.
nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Definitely not. I'm going to take this thing over here and put it in front of the ads because we don't want to need, we're not promoting anybody here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys, I think we can make noise with it too. Let's see. Share send. Oh, look at that.
Oh, like when it's spinning.
Mm-hmm. And optimize for video clip. I don't know if that looked shitty to you guys, and hopefully it looks better now. But the video panel went and hit itself. All right, so there's a lot of stuff on here, but we're not going to do this right now. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's one topic I wanted to cover that came up today. And I don't know if you saw. Okay, so today on Twitter
Mhm.
or X or X-Twitter, some people are calling it.
X Twitter.
Yep. We like Spotify, right?
No.
No. So Spotify for podcasters posted on Twitter today or yesterday or whatever it was. And
Hear ye.
I took a screenshot because
Come ye, come all.
this is pretty awesome. All right, so I'm going to read what Spotify for podcasters posted. They said, "What's your biggest podcasting challenge right now? Share your struggles in the comments and let's crowdsource solutions." And then they do the Wakanda Forever symbol, I think.
Oh, so basically they're looking for ways to get the audience and they want you to help.
Yeah.
You tell us.
Yeah. So the thread was phenomenal. The email thread was phenomenal. I think it was like 50-50, like 50% of it was offering suggestions, like, oh, I'd like Spotify to have this. I'd like Spotify. Like it was actually,
Okay.
asking
So
Spotify, like
some
let's have
positive
this
stuff.
Yeah, some positive. And then the other 50% was go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, I can see that.
So this is the one that came on my radar. So I want to actually credit the person here. So Ken Napzok at Ken Napzok, NAPZOK. You actually got my attention this week, and you stated. So let's repeat the question. What's your biggest podcasting challenge right now? Share your struggles in the comments and let's crowdsource solutions. Ken said, you making it harder for shows to actually make some tiny amounts of money from ad revenue. It's why I'm pulling all my podcasts from your service.
How's that for him?
He got 1,122 views on that post.
And probably a bunch of thumbs up too.
Yes.
All these places that just soak you blind and there's nothing.
He also got a
Yeah.
massive amount of retweets.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah. So out of 62 comments, I think like 30 some comments were, get your shit together, Spotify. You guys suck. Because the one thing that came up in the thread was, and hey, you think Spotify screws over music artists? They screw over podcasters worse from the sounds of things. So they were offering shared revenue based on ads, right?
Right.
So if you put your podcast, if you use Spotify as your host, so we use Captivate. We like Captivate. Captivate's good, people. If you're listening, because there's rumor that you might be listening tonight, you guys do good stuff. I've got no issues with Captivate.
Right.
And hey, and I've shopped around. I'm like, it was our year end. I decide, hey, we're going to see what the other services are offering, see if there's anything better out there. And no one's offering anything remotely close to Captivate. So, but Spotify for podcasters. So they're trying to entice people. Hey, our service is free. Okay. That's a good enticement. It's like when you go to McDonald's, right? Get the free coffee. The coffee's good, but you get the free coffee at McDonald's, right?
Right. Well, there's no string attached.
There's no string attached.
It's
No.
not like, oh, here's a free coffee. Now you have to watch 5 minutes worth of ads. It's not like, Spotify will be like, okay, it's free. Just like when you get those free games online. Oh, sure, they're free, but there's an ad every time
Well, with them,
every
it's
2
like,
seconds.
yes, the service is free because I'm going to make money off your show.
Exactly.
That's what it is. So it's not free. It's actually costing
You're
money.
the actual product. Actually.
Yeah.
And they're profiting off of it.
It's like going to play at a club, right? And you go in the club and like, oh, you guys don't have to pay us to play here, but we're not going to pay you either. But we're going to make revenue off you coming in here because we're going to have beer sales and whatever. Spotify is the bad club venue.
Yeah.
Pay to play. Or I didn't even mention this to you before, but there was a venue. Those are all our topics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is that the chat window?
No, I
It's
thought so. Like,
blown up?
wow, it's blown up. Ed DeRoche from Apollo Sons.
Yeah.
He had mentioned, now I'm not going to name the name of the venue or anything because I don't want to be scammy or anything, but there was a venue they played at where, like I just went to go see them. Their show was amazing.
Right.
In fact, I'll go back to this. Remind me to go back to this in a sec.
Okay.
Because it's important I go back to Apollo Sons.
Okay.
But he had mentioned that like they have a merch table. They're selling their hoodies, their shirts, stickers, vinyl, CDs, EP, like everything. They're selling everything in the merch table. And as we all know, that's where you make your money. It isn't what you make at the venue. You make some from the venue, sure.
Right.
You get nothing from streaming.
No.
So you got to make money at the merch table, right?
Yeah, it's like selling your CDs. You can sell the CD and pocket the money right away. Or you can have, someone listen to your song 3,000 times to get 0.0001 penny per play.
Mhm.
And Spotify or whatever company will, take the bulk of whatever it is, and whatever you have is just kind of pennies.
Yeah.
If anything. And then when you have to renew, you don't have enough money from the plays that you've had to pay for your yearly membership. So now they're soaking you the yearly membership.
Well, because the yearly member, I can't remember how much it was. The yearly membership to have your tunes out there.
Yeah.
Because they get a cut too. The thing is, you pay them to put your service out there. You pay them a fee for a year.
Yeah.
And then
they make money off that.
But then they also make a cut off of all your streaming.
That's right. No one said they were stupid.
No.
It's marketing 101 plus.
Yeah. But anyway,
plus.
So this venue that he was playing at, the policy of that venue is that we get 20% of your merch table.
Just give them one of these, rip the hoop.
So
unless you're planning on paying me,
so you know what Ed did? He set up the table outside.
There you go.
On the street, on the sidewalk.
Good for him.
You know what, Ed? You were the coolest.
Yeah.
Watching that and seeing that you did that, it's like, you fucker. It's just fucking great. Fucking great.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. You just won my eternal gratitude. I'm gonna block this ad with something. I don't like it here. It's annoying me. And speaking of streaming, here we go. Let's just shove streaming here. Wow. I don't see, I'm not advertising for you guys. Fuck it, whatever. I guess apparently I am. All right. So this is the Wheel O Topics, the original.
The Wheel of Topics is free, but you have to watch ads.
That's exactly it. So anyway, the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to see them last Friday, I guess it was. And I haven't been to a lot of shows. I've got a little bit of social anxiety now. I don't like going out and doing things like I used to.
Same here. I'd rather be home.
That's why I haven't gone to see you play more than a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that venue, I don't know it. So I've seen you play twice.
Yeah.
But I will see you. I will definitely see you, because I think I kind of popped my cherry there a little bit by seeing Ed and his band play. But I will say the Apollo Suns, like I have a Mount Rushmore of like the best live bands I've seen.
Right.
Who do you think would be in there? I know who you're going to say, but I'm just curious if you're going to say who I think you're going to say.
Now, are you talking local bands, or are you talking?
No, just period, anything. It counts everything.
So you want to know what band you would go see?
No, what are the best bands I've seen live? Like the best live shows. Which bands would have the best live shows?
Slaughter.
Fuck yeah.
They were good.
That might actually be.
They opened for Motley, didn't they?
Well, they opened for Cinderella.
Oh, was it Cinderella? It was like Slaughter blew.
They also opened for
blew them away.
They opened for Kiss when I saw them the first time.
Oh, okay.
It was Slaughter.
Okay. Oh, hold it. I was just listening to them on the way here.
Who?
Kool and the Gang.
Opened for Van Halen.
Surprisingly.
And blew Van Halen off the stage, which is unbelievable.
Well, I don't know about blow them off the stage, but they were just
vocally they did.
They were just as entertaining.
Yeah, no, they were.
I guess if not more, but they were. Yeah,
I expected nothing. Bunch of old guys.
You know what? I was watching. I sent you that footage. It was footage from a 1984 tour or something or other, and they were playing, and the cameraman was on stage. And I was watching it. I'm going, you know what? Dave sang back then almost the way he sings now.
Oh, that footage. Yeah.
He's all over the place, and and the words. Forget the words. He's just kind of crazy, but whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's been good in a long time.
Yeah. Well,
Do you want a condom for your microphone?
I should be okay.
I've got 3 condoms here.
Do you?
Yeah.
Will it fit over this?
Yep.
Is it a one size fits all?
Yeah, I think it's in my black bag there.
Hmm.
But anyway, so I'm gonna go get it, but so Slaughter top 5. I would say top 5 for me. So who else can you think of? While I go get it.
I'm
condom.
sure Kiss was probably one of the ones that you would probably want to see. The thing is I don't know how many bands you've seen, just the ones that I've seen with you. But I do know, can't remember now. Did you come when we went to go see the Cult?
Yes.
And the Cult was very, very good too. Like back in the day when the Cult was in their prime, it's kind of like Guns N' Roses. They were just kind of, half of them they're either high or drunk, or they wouldn't come on stage on time. But
Apparently, yeah, that was
like the one that we saw was good. Rush would be another one.
yeah, we gotta look at our faces here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rush was a good one.
Rush, I've seen Rush twice now. Rush was pretty up there for me.
Yeah. I don't know. Like their new stuff, like their not Snakes and Ladders, what was it called?
Presto? No.
No, it's something.
Oh, Clockwork Angels. This is so if you want to know how to put a condom on, like Todd's doing a demonstration here.
Oh, I don't know if I did it right.
Well, we'll know if we're pregnant in the morning.
Yeah. I look like I spilt on myself, but it's actually the microphone. See?
Yeah.
I got a big stain.
Get a big stain. Anyway, the Apollo Suns are in my top 5 now.
Yeah. Okay, good.
There was choreography.
I love the and we spoke to this on the podcast when he was on regarding the style. Like it was like this is Chicago. Like it was basically that type of groove because they had the horns and everything and the guitar. Like it's a little different, but most of it was kind of a like their type of a style. This thing's not staying up.
Well, see, you put the condom on
Yeah,
and then it just starts to fall, right?
Yeah, the condom's too heavy.
I wasn't ignoring you. I shouldn't be on my phone while we're talking, but I was like, well, let's just play a song so people know what we're talking about.
Okay.
There you go. It's still in my recent search. And the album's on all streaming platforms now. And I'm waiting for somebody to take this off. Let's do it. Okay. This is their song Pluto. You can hear the percussionist, eh? The percussionist and a drummer.
Oh.
I'm just gonna lower it a bit there so we can talk. So I meant to ask Ed this, but I didn't know. So when they played at the Goodwill, which we played
okay.
before, right?
Yeah.
And they had an extender to the stage. So the stage was like a T. So there was the stage, and then there was a little stage that came out of the front. Well, this guy is an amazing horn player. It's a bass saxophone. They're
Why was it going through a synthesizer? Or?
But there's a keyboard player in the back.
Oh,
too,
okay.
I think, playing with them. But anyway, so they had this stage that extended out the front.
Right.
So if someone right now, the saxophone player would walk out to the middle of the stage to get closer to the crowd. So it was his spotlight moment. And then he'd back off. And then in the beginning, like the bass player would have walked out and
did his funky
done
groove.
his funky groove. And then he would have come back. And then the horn guys like would take their turns coming out. So I think they actually built it for the show because it was a 2-night stand at Goodwill.
Instead of a one night stand.
A wham bam isn't good enough of
2 night stand.
anyway. That's a top 5 show for me now.
Yeah.
That's in my top 5 best single performances I've ever seen. Now I'm going to tell you something. Kiss has been edged out of that top 5.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Why? Too many reunion tours?
Yeah. And it's not because they haven't had amazing live shows. It's just that they've had the same live show, the same set list for the last 20 fucking years.
Hey, it's lasted this long.
Yeah, but they're not selling tickets like they used to. They had David Lee Roth opening for them, and they had to drop them because they didn't have enough money to pay him.
Really?
Yeah,
Like David Lee Roth by himself?
yeah.
Like
And apparently he sounded way better than they did.
well, what year was this?
A year or 2 ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very recent.
Oh.
Yeah, it was I think it was just before Eddie passed, I think. Eric Senich, if he's listening, he will correct me. He knows. I'm just going to check to make sure no one wants to jump in here. Nope. And we're not seeing any comments, but that doesn't mean people aren't commenting. But if you're commenting and you're not, whatever, just text. You guys got my message shit.
Is this on? Hello?
Hello, are you guys listening to us? Anyway. You didn't see that yet. Okay, we're gonna play this.
I just see blinking.
All right, I'm gonna play this. So I'm a fan of it. Hi, Abby. You're just watching? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play this. You guys can hear it, but you won't see me. I make funny facial expressions. I have been listening to the Seaside Pod Review, which is a Queen podcast hosted by Kevin Brown
Okay.
and Randy.
Okay.
Randy. Jesus Christ, I can't remember his last name. But I was listening to the recent episode this week, and they cover the Queen song, strangely enough, on a Queen podcast.
Okay.
And they're listening to it, and at the end, they're talking about keyboards and stuff and,
Right.
and settings and Randy's he's a very good musician. In fact, we're gonna play a little bit of Randy in a second as well.
Okay.
Randy Woods. Thank you, Randy Woods. He's amazing. He's very talented.
Yeah.
He plays guitar, sings, swears by a Marshall. But anyway, I sent this message. I gotta turn it up. I better pause it. So anyway, there's something that happened in their podcast where I don't think Randy realized what he was saying, and it was quite funny. But he was talking about gear and tech and stuff.
Right.
But this is what he said. So hopefully we can actually hear this.
That's one thing that synths do. Yeah, unless you sounds that sort of sound a bit more like the real from them. It makes less.
Does the podcaster have a separate volume just for your
Yeah, I got it on video here. Maybe I'll just
Okay.
grab it from here.
And that's one thing that synths do. Things they need. And so drum machines.
Damn it. See, I was trying to be funny here. Let's try this again.
Hey, folks.
Nope.
Sean,
And that's one thing that synths do to you. They date you. And so do drum machines. Yeah, unless you use sounds that are sort of sound a bit more like a real drum, then it dates you less.
dating tips from Randy from Seaside Pod Review. Go listen. It's a great show. Bye.
And that's one thing that synths do to you. They date you.
Why does it sound like
So
there's like
drum
water running in
machines,
the
yeah,
background?
unless you
In the
use sounds
bathroom,
that
or?
are sort of sound.
Someone's taking a leak or what?
Dating tips from Randy from Seaside Pod Review. Go listen.
I was right by the fish tank when I recorded it. I didn't
Oh.
realize it. Oh God, professional podcasting at its best.
I was gonna say you just need to jiggle the handle, it'll stop running.
So what Randy was saying was that synthesizers date you,
Well, yeah, then you're like, oh, that's 80.
and then drum machines date you,
right. Organs are 70s,
But if
60s,
you're-
70s, and then
and,
80s.
and the more you use it, it's going to date you more. So I thought he was talking about dating advice.
Oh,
See,
yeah, I don't think that's what he meant.
was that a dad joke or was that a?
I don't know.
I think it was a dad joke.
I don't know. We'll have
Sorry, guys. We never said this podcast
Yep.
was funny.
You'll have to put a poll up and see
Or-
see where it rates,
A poll or a disclaimer.
one or the other.
All right. So I meant to do this before, but do you want to listen to some Randy Woods?
Sure.
He's from Saskatchewan. I think it's called the Randy Woods Band, I believe. Oh yeah, right away. Okay, so song do we want to hear?
Some tunes.
Okay, we're gonna listen to a song called Lunch.
Lunch. Class.
Now this reminds me of the Apollo Suns.
Funky bass.
Very reminiscent.
Yeah.
Pretty good, eh?
That is really good.
He's the guitar player.
It's called Soul Summer
Soul Hammer.
or Hammer.
What do you think, guys? This makes me want to put the fart face on. Oh, that one's stinky.
Uncle Junior used to do that. He used to play with it, and when his face would just go.
Oh yeah. I believe that's Randy singing too. You want to go for lunch? His lyrics are quite I like them.
I like that type of music.
That's good. Okay, I gotta get Ed maybe to talk to those guys.
So have you found that your taste in music's changed over the years?
Yep, definitely. I mean, I used to only listen to hair metal. That's it
Well, yeah,
for a long period there.
80s stuff. 80s metal or hair metal, and
Yep.
then 80s pop. I've got XM radio in the vehicle, so I'm listening to a lot of that stuff, all the older stuff. The newer stuff is like, that's, I don't know. I don't know if you want to call it music. It's a different type of music. It's just a whole different.
I do like newer stuff
Different
though. I do listen to a lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Depends what it is, I guess.
Well, you like the new Wolfgang Van Halen.
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe I'm thinking more of like pop music and
Oh, no.
just, that other stuff, whatever you want to call it.
There's a song by Alicia Cara. Alicia Cara? Abby, is that who that is? Is that her name? Alicia Cara? You tell me. Yeah, I think it's Alicia Cara. Oh, don't like the headphones? Oh, I don't have a channel open for it, Todd. Oh, she can listen though, yeah.
I just think she hear the music.
All right.
So this might get it taken down from YouTube, but whatever, we'll see. We're only gonna play a second. Bum. Alicia Cara.
Can you hear?
Oh, what's the name of the song, kiddo? Oh, here.
Here, 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 here,
Yeah,
here,
okay.
here, here, here.
Here. Oh, this is not the regular version. Oh, it is.
Now you've got the last desire.
I'm sorry if I
Thought that was like a Barry White thing.
Yeah.
truly I ain't got no business here, but since my
See, that's
friends are here, I just came to kick it. But really, I would rather be at home all by myself, not in this room with people who don't even care about my well-being. I don't dance, don't ask, I don't need.
I think it is.
who do I think it is?
No, what do you think of it?
I like it actually. No, it's yeah, I like it.
So, this is,
That's a new style of music now. It's not.
but listen to the bass on that. That's real bass, man. That's not like some person on a turntable stealing, a lick off of an old, 70s funk
Or
record.
one of those pads.
Yeah. No, that sounds Fender Precision, perhaps.
I wasn't really paying attention to the bass.
Yeah.
I was kind of listening to the
The
singing.
vocal, the
Yeah,
singing was
vocal.
good, eh?
Yeah,
So
very
this
good.
is someone that we've fallen in
got-
love with.
It's kind of like spacious.
Yeah, this is a Me and Abby song, right? Yeah, we love this one. We got into Sia.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've heard Sia or not. By the way, Perkin is online on Xbox, just in case you guys didn't hear that ding ding ding. You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe someone was messaging you. Hey,
Well, I
we're
was
watching-
hoping
we're
so.
watching live.
No.
Oh.
Anyway, Sia, do you know who Sia is?
John Cena, but not Sia.
Apparently there's
Like
there's
GSP?
John Cena playing Bohemian Rhapsody
Really?
online, yeah. On the piano.
He's playing?
Mhm.
He plays piano?
I had no idea, but
Wow.
apparently he is. See, that's what this is for.
Scotta.
Okay, let's see. John Cena. Oh, wait. John Cena, Bohemian Rhapsody.
John Cena Bohemian Rhapsody.
Are you ready for the shit?
Sure.
But first, we have to watch the ad. Right?
Keep going, John. Oh, sweet.
I had one of those superhero suits on.
Peacemaker. Abby wants to watch too.
Cool.
Not bad.
Oh.
That was all right.
Yeah.
I like John Cena.
Yeah. He seems like a good guy.
He seems like a good. He's a wholesome guy.
At the beginning, I think he kind of sold out the Rock and said, you're going into movies. You're
Oh, yeah.
kind of sold out. And then he goes into movies. So
But
it's
did
like,
you hear? Did you hear he got called out on it?
who did?
John Cena did
Oh,
for
yeah.
saying that.
Oh, he did. Well,
Oh, yeah.
imagine. Yeah.
He did.
Sure.
And you know what he said? He says, I was absolutely wrong.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's making money. He's making money as an actor. Why not? Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the wheel of topics here.
Okay.
Oh shit. I almost spilled my coffee. That would not have been good. Let's do this. We're gonna pick a topic. Boy, it's so hard to do from this distance here. All right. Share. Wheel o topics.
Okay, give her a spin.
How do we do this? Click to spin. All right. Yeah, it's a little. Please move this window away from the shared application. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. What?
Oh,
Aphantasia, the absence of fantasy. What?
so is it aphantasia or is it anti-phantasia?
I don't like the Fantasia movie. I have an anti-Fantasia. I was told that we
That
had
was-
to.
That was kind of like a musical for Mickey Mouse, wasn't it? And he was dressed up like a wizard and doing this whole music thing.
Yep.
That was,
Okay.
That was what, back in the 90s? Late 90s?
All right. So this is referred to as being mind blind.
Like Blind Melon? Or what do you mean mind blind? What's mind blind?
Okay. So this is what Wikipedia says. The fun, aphantasia is the inability to create mental imagery. So what that means is you cannot imagine things in your brain. Abigail. Whoa. That was, you could have hurt yourself there, kiddo. You okay? Okay. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So it is the inability to imagine things. So so for example, close your eyes. Abby, can you do this for me? Can you close your eyes? And can you imagine a dog? Can you see a dog in your mind's eye? What does he look like? Okay, give me a description. Okay, what color is his collar? His collar is red. What color is he? Okay. Okay, so she's using her imagination here,
Right.
right?
So she can see it in her
Okay,
mind.
so let's close your eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
Imagine a guitar.
Okay.
What does it look like?
It's a Les Paul.
Okay, what does it look like though? Describe it.
It's got a flame maple top. Book matched, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So it's identical on both sides. It's like
Yeah.
a piece of wood they've cut and they folded it down. And it's a honey color. And there's white binding around the guitar. There's these little block inlays on the fretboard.
See, so now you're actually completely visually imagining what it looks like.
Right.
Aphantasia, you can't do that.
Okay.
You can't imagine things. You can't construct an image in your mind's eye.
Who can't do that?
I know somebody who can't. So for example,
Well, how are you supposed to, like, did they drop out of school? Like, you have to be able to see things.
yeah, but
in your mind.
they're seeing things, they're seeing black and white things in terms of, okay, 2 and 2 is 4. Okay. That's not using imagination. That's rules.
That's just math. Yeah.
That's rules, right? So describing something. See, the way you described it, you were describing things, there was an emotional context to it. There was a color and vibrancy to it.
Right.
But someone with aphantasia would say, okay, close your eyes and imagine a guitar. And they would say, a Les Paul. Okay. It's got 6 strings. Okay. 2 pickups. Yep. And I plug it in. Like they can't imagine. Like I can close my eyes and
Well, they've imagined that much so far.
but that's as far, they can't go much beyond that.
Okay.
So that's
it's not the absence, total absence. It's partial.
it's the absence of fantasy. So you can't fantasize. You can't. So close your eyes again.
Okay.
So can you imagine a scenario with that guitar? You doing something with a guitar. Can you imagine doing something with that guitar?
Yeah.
And see it?
Yeah. Because what I'm imagining is when I've recorded myself playing. So basically I'm recalling something to imagine.
Okay, so can you imagine something? Can you? Okay, I don't know. I don't know how much more I want to talk about this. But basically, I think there's also correlation with improvisation.
Okay.
So when you and I play,
Right.
and I'm on the drums and you're on the guitar or bass or whatever, we're able to go with the flow and let the music guide us. Right.
Right. For just improvisation.
So we're not going to just go and okay,
Play a certain song.
yeah.
It's just more of just making up as you go.
Todd, when am I supposed to hit that tom?
Well, that's your department.
No, but I'm saying, but
I just follow whatever
but
you're doing.
I believe with this, you can't imagine, you can't improvise, and improvising is creating a fantasy within your brain. So when you're playing music, you're not fantasizing. I don't know if that's the right word, but you're not able to create fantasy.
So you're putting yourself on the beach out in the Bahamas and you're thinking about it and you're visualizing yourself there.
Yeah.
So
you
you're
can't do that.
you're on, you're on one of those things in the sand, like one
Yeah.
of those chairs. And you've got one of those grass shack things for shade.
And you can almost smell
yeah, you
the
can
beach,
smell
right?
the sea.
Like
yeah.
you can't do that with aphantasia.
Well, I can't smell anything. So
Well, no, you have nososasia.
Yeah.
So, but I think the reason I put this on here was if you can't create fantasy, can you improvise? So you have the comedians that do improv comedy. You wouldn't be able to do that. You can't, unless you have a script and unless you've rehearsed what you have to do. See, I think they'd be really good at rehearsal and playing things exactly right.
Mhm.
And if you've got all the notes in front of you or all the words in front of you as an actor or as a comedian, you've got everything scripted out and you follow along, you can feel it as you're doing it, but you can't say you're telling a joke. I don't know. I went to work today and then some guy cut me off. And then you're like, and then the crowd's like, oh yeah. Like I got cut off and the crowd starts reacting. You can't go off script. Hi. Okay, the dog is here. You can't go off script. I'm going to remove this here.
Well, yeah, because when you're a comedian, it's not off the cuff, not unless you're doing actual improv.
Yeah.
It's usually all scripted already. You know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Unless you're Rob Williams, where you just throw them on the stage and just let them go, just wind them up and type of thing.
Yeah. Oh my God, Simon. Oh, the thing's going to go flying again.
There we go.
What's he chewing on?
What is that? If it ain't bolted down, come on up. You gonna come up? Oh, want to come up? Want to come up? Oh, come on up. Oh, hi.
Holy crappers.
Yeah, Simon.
Yeah, that's Simon.
That's Simon.
Yeah.
You're gonna say hi. You're gonna say hi.
Hi, Simon. Hi, Simon.
The
How are
puppy
you?
interlude.
The puppy interlude. Yes. Okay. I know.
Oh,
I love you too. Yeah. Okay. Keeps hitting the microphone with his tail.
oh,
Oh,
there he goes.
don't even think about it. Okay, good.
Sniffing it.
Sniffing it. Anyway, so I can't imagine. So for me, I think this conversation came up because I'm like, you know what I really like doing? Like when you and I just like get behind our instruments and we just play and then kind of let the song just go where it goes. And
Right.
I'll pull the microphone and I'll not scat, but I won't have lyrics, but I'll sing the melody,
Right.
you know, like we did for the 2 songs we did with Just Jamming, right?
Mhm.
When we did those off the floor, I sang something, but it wasn't necessarily words, but
Right.
that's how I figured out the melody. But we made that up on the spot. Like that's what we do. And whenever we played with just jamming, we did a lot of that, and Dad had fun with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That whole just get in the room, get behind your instruments, just play together. So if you have aphantasia, that gets you really. So this is the discussion has like, but I can't do that. Like, tell me what you want me to fucking play, and I will play it.
Right.
I don't want to just veer off in a direction. Like, here's the song, here's the verse, here's the chorus, here's the bridge. This is what I'm going to play.
It's like musicians. Some of them, they can't improvise. They have to have sheet music.
But maybe they have aphantasia. Like, I wonder if that's what it is.
That's possible.
Because I've told this story before, but in the Embers, when you weren't in there, and me and the bass player whose name escapes me, and he liked playing different things, and he
Right.
liked James Brown, and we were playing Lying Eyes, the song that is the longest fucking song in the world. 17 verses, I think that song has.
Yeah, that and James Brown, that's like two different genres altogether.
Yeah. So we were playing it, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and it's kind of like, let's go. And I just changed a little change, like just, and then he'd do it, like, and we were kind of like, okay, let's do this. And we broke into like Cold Sweat. You guys know what Cold Sweat sounds like? Let's listen.
Cold Sweat.
Cold Sweat's awesome. Cold Sweat. Cold Sweat, James Brown. Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, I thought Cold Sweat was a band name.
No.
That's the name of the song. Zibba zibba. Jump back. Gonna kill myself. Aye. What the hell, James singing?
Getting hot in a hot tub.
Getting hot in the hot tub. What the hell, is James saying? I don't care.
So
I'm getting paid. Keep singing.
So I think this is what we're doing. This is what I started playing. This is one of my favorite beats on the drums of all time. So we started doing this in the middle of Lion Eyes during the 17th verse or 16th verse or whatever. Anyway, and then,
You weren't very popular.
the crowd loved it, but the band, the one person in the band did not.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think he was capable of improvising, and maybe I should have been more sensitive, and maybe he has aphantasia. I don't know. All right, well, enough of that topic. Fuck that topic. All right, do we want to do another one? So I think the next time, I think we're just going to move that chair in front of the desk here.
Okay.
This is
We're far away from the monitor.
and our eyes aren't
We can't see shit.
All right. So I don't know why it barely spun last time, but let's
Well, that was the
you ready?
lag.
Oh, we can keep going.
Oh, there it goes. Overrated and underrated.
So things that are overrated and things that are underrated. Things that people love and you're like, why? And things that people don't love and you don't know why they don't, but they should.
Now this could be bands. This could be items in your kitchen.
It could be anything. Could
something
literally
that's-
be anything.
Something's worth its weight in gold
Mhm.
versus something you pay extraordinary amounts of money for and it's totally useless.
Mhm.
There's probably lots of that stuff that we've run into.
Well, what comes up? I think you might have actually been the one that put this in. We have no messages, making sure no one's trying to say, hey, can I get in? Sorry.
People are just dying to get in.
Dying to get in. All right.
Overrated. Jeez. See, these topics almost have to have a list.
Yeah.
Because
Okay. Well,
right off
okay.
the top of our heads, like
Okay. I have a bunch, so I'll throw
Okay.
some at you. Okay. So overrated or underrated?
overrated.
That's your answer?
No, what's overrated?
Okay. I'm just gonna throw a name at you. You can tell me if it's overrated or underrated.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Celine Dion. Or it can be in the middle, like doesn't matter.
I think it's probably in the middle.
Celine Dion's in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say underrated because she's up there. I mean, she's played Vegas shows, so
Yeah.
and she's good. I mean, not music I listen to every day, but hey, she's I'd say that's right bang on.
I think Kevin Brown said it really well when he said, technically speaking, phenomenal.
Yeah,
Technique, the technical side, all there. Emotional side, I just cannot connect.
no.
No, not at all.
Hmm.
Turn it this way so I can actually look at you.
We should be looking at the camera.
I should be. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Everybody's looking at us, looking at each other.
Yeah, I know.
We want you.
Oh wow. Hey, we got our first message.
No way.
Yeah.
We get a message?
Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel via whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, whatever.
it's an ad.
Yeah, it's an ad.
Damn it. I was
Yeah.
all excited.
Yeah, whatever.
We have a viewer.
Yeah, that's not real. It's just they're just trolling people and
Winter tires.
So this is good. Like if you can look up here, see, it's actually telling us that the stream quality is really good.
Oh yeah, that's because you get that new 1.5 gig line.
I haven't installed it yet. And
Oh.
it's a whole new unit I got to put in. And
Okay.
I think it has a. Anyway, whatever.
My
But-
MTS is I can't get it.
That's not
I can
cool.
only get 100. Was it 100?
1
Yeah.
gig. Mine's a 1.5.
Yeah, it's a 5/100 or something. We had 550 or something. And then they ran two lines because we can't get fiber. But then I looked
Fiber.
Yeah, went to MTS and it says that we don't have it in our area. And then I went to Shaw or
Yeah.
Rogers or whatever.
What
they're
did
called,
Shaw say?
and it says that I've got the option to get the 1.5 gig. So
Well,
I
switch.
don't know. Might have to do that.
Let me tell you, if you go to Shaw, you'll actually get service.
Really
Oh, we're going to tell a Shaw versus MTS story
underrated, overrated.
in the middle.
In the middle.
MTS
We've had
completely
MTS forever.
overrated.
Yeah, we've had MTS forever.
So we've had Shaw for forever. I've had issues here and there. They've always been resolved.
Well,
So I
that's
don't know.
good. Ours
I
is
mean,
just
it's
a
not
speed.
always quick, but it gets resolved. The issue with MTS, mom has MTS and she's had issues. And then I'm the one that looks after them, right? Because it's what I do. And every time, oh, sorry, we don't have anybody you can talk to right now. Oh, MTS, by the way, is Manitoba Telephone Service, which just got bought out by Bell.
Right.
So now we're a Bell city, but Rogers also came in and bought Shaw, but we still call them Shaw and MTS because I don't give a shit who bought who. It's still Shaw and MTS to me.
Yeah. Just two competitors.
Yeah. Just like the Walker Theater, they're calling it the Burton Cummings Theater. No, it's not the Burton Cummings Theater. It's the Walker Theater. You can't just rename shit. Well, I paid a bunch of money to rename it. That doesn't give you the right, in my opinion.
No.
There's too much history there. So that's something that's overrated. Burton Cummings.
Him or the name? Or the
Everything.
theater?
This came up actually, somebody and I said I would talk about this because they might actually be watching. I don't know. And I can't remember the person's name, but someone I made a comment on. There was a video clip. I was actually trying to find, because what I was trying to find, I was trying to promote some local bands. I did an episode where I just played local band music that I owned,
Okay.
right? To promote local bands. And one of the bands was Tooth and Nail.
Yeah.
Remember Tooth and Nail? And then
Yeah.
they had to rename themselves to Sandow's Minstrels for whatever reason. But I think they're called Tooth and Nail again. Not really sure. But great band.
Okay.
Really great band. Awesome band.
Okay.
We've seen them. Like, might be the band we've seen the most amount of times, potentially.
At the Palladium.
Palladium, yeah.
Yeah.
Palladium also
Is it still called the Palladium?
probably not.
They keep
no, it's not,
changing
no.
names.
It's called, I don't even know.
Night Moves
I
is
don't even
now
know
called, I don't know what they call it now. Strawberries. Well, that doesn't, I think they mowed it down.
might have.
That was the one on Pembina, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Strawberries.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one they mowed down. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Right where the mall is, where
Yeah.
Staples and Future Shop and
And Celebrations.
or Best Buy, whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
Celebrations. And that's even closed down now.
Yeah. They didn't survive the pandemic. You know what happened? Well, we're all over the place here. Hey,
Well, that's normal.
Albuquerque, if I
Well,
only
at
had
least-
whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. I do have Albuquerque somewhere. But whatever.
Yeah.
But
They said they weren't getting paid enough. They went on strike and they said, okay,
all right.
we're closing her down.
Now the thing to understand, and someone brought this up with me, was that you remember during the shutdown, the government handed out money, right? So they handed out
SERP or SERB or whatever
yeah.
it's
So
called.
there was for businesses. There's two levels. There's one where they just gave you money,
Okay.
and there was also an option for a loan.
Right.
And the loan, I think, was for a larger amount. Like
Well,
if this isn't,
I didn't think
if-
they were giving anything to anybody. Wasn't it just, we're going to give you this money, but we're going to get it back from you? one
well,
way or
that's
another?
how the loan worked. The other money didn't work that way, but you get taxed on it.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and the tax was at like 45% or whatever it was.
We own half.
Well, we were taxed like, but if you made no money during the pandemic
Right.
and your income might have been at here, like just say your income, your yearly income was 50 grand a year.
Right.
It was just arbitrary number.
Right.
And then you got the CERB part of like for the businesses,
And you only made
and
20.
they gave you 10 grand,
Right.
for example. But you didn't make 50 grand that year, you made nothing.
Right.
So your taxable income was only 10 grand.
Right.
So then it wouldn't have mattered. But if you were able to would come back from the pandemic and make your money back, which some people did when things are open and you made your money back, because people were waiting so long for services like hair and whatever,
Mhm.
you might have made a lot of money once you reopened because all those people that have been waiting for a year,
Yeah.
right?
Influx. Yeah.
A massive influx. And hair was one of those things that was not allowed to open right away.
Yeah. And you saw some of the people out there with hair that wasn't done.
Yeah, like Justin Trudeau. I was always pictured Justin Trudeau with his unkempt hair. Yeah, but anyway, what I was going to say was,
We don't have that problem.
so what happened was, so some people like that's not enough to get by, right?
Right.
So then you had the option of applying for a loan that you would have to pay back.
Yeah.
Well, the loan, so when Celebrations closed their doors, that was the timing of when those loans were due because you didn't really have to pay them.
Oh,
So when they came back from the pandemic with quarter capacity, 10% capacity,
right.
you're still running at a loss.
Right.
So you were running at a loss when you weren't open at all. Like you still have to pay your rent. I mean, maybe you're not paying the employees because they're not working, and maybe they're just pulling pogey or whatever.
Right.
But you still have to pay. You have to have rent. You have to pay. You still have expenses. So then when you open up, you're opening up at 10% capacity, quarter percent, like 25% capacity. Because you're open, you still got all your bills to pay. You got to pay your staff.
Yeah. That
But you're
was
not making
hard,
any
yeah.
money because you're not bringing in enough people to
Right.
make money. So then you're at 50% capacity. Well, you're still not making money. Then you're at 75%. So you're still waiting. So there was that whole transition of like a year where you're opening and you're not making any money.
Right.
But this loan is still going to come due. So now you're at 100% capacity. I don't know if I'm going to go out. I don't know. So they're still not making money. So a year after the things are gone, and then people are allowed to go out and experience dinner theater or whatever, it doesn't matter. The movie theaters, whatever, all these different places, right? Your loan is still going to come due, still coming due. And that come due was this year.
Right.
So now they're further in the hole. So not only are you further in the hole, but now you got to pay that money back that you borrowed,
That you don't have.
So the money helped you stave off the creditors, pay your rent, that sort of thing. So you've been able to pay your bills,
So they went
but
to
you
the-
still owe the money for the loan. Like you haven't been able to get caught up in the loan. So there was a 2-year period where nothing was happening, and people were nervous about going out. The theaters, nobody was seeing movies. Dinner theater would be the same thing, right? Nobody's going to shows. It's taken a while. People are starting to go to shows again, but it's been like 3 years now.
So they had to go, was it chapter 11 or chapter whatever it is for bankruptcy?
Yeah. So here's the thing we have to understand. And I'm not being anti-union or anything like that, but what I'm saying is the consequences of things are that, okay, these loans are due now. Everybody wants to get paid more.
Right.
But the business at that point, I don't think they've made their money back yet.
Right.
So, but that's assuming that they've been running. So if you make an assumption that the business has been running
Lean.
the
Super
whole
lean.
time, and
And in the hole,
I'm
in
going to
the
be
red.
honest, I don't think Celebrations ever made a lot of money. Because if you look at the production value, the amount of actors, servers, staff that you have to pay,
Right.
and the tickets really are not that expensive. Like,
Yeah, not bad. It's like $100 for 2 people.
Yeah.
That's you go to Costco.
yeah. So if they're running lean, and then all of a sudden all the employees ask for more money, and we're going to strike if you don't give us more money, like there's a certain point where companies are lying about the profit line, right?
Mhm.
Oh, we made no money last year. But then there's also other businesses, and I'm not saying I have no idea what their financials are. I'm not going to assume. Maybe they were super profitable. Maybe everything I just said is not true. Maybe they did really well when everything was shut down. They found a way to make money when everything was shut down. Maybe they did. I don't know. But there's a lot of businesses that closed during the pandemic, and they couldn't figure out how to make their business profitable.
Right.
So if they're declaring bankruptcy or whatever it is they did, or they said, look, we can't pay you guys more, we're still trying to make our money. Like, I don't know what the situation is, but all I know is sometimes when you say we're going to strike, we're thinking of unionizing, we're thinking of striking, we're not making enough money to survive, which is true, because right now the price of everything has gone up and everyone is suffering. But if you're trying to squeeze blood from a stone, like that's why people left certain industries during the pandemic.
Well, did you see this the auto strike that's going on?
The automakers?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I no.
Like these guys are making a killing. Like they've made money hand over fist.
Okay. Now this is I feel is an opposite scenario where these auto companies get all these buyouts, right? The government throws money at them. You guys have to keep running, and it's free money.
That was the last time. The last time that the recession hit, they got bailed out. I think Ford was the only one who said no, we don't. We're good. For handouts.
Now, when they're refusing to pay their people, and they're obviously profitable, and we know what's going on in the car industry now, right? The car companies are making so much fucking money, it's ridiculous. So for them not to pay their people,
yeah.
But again,
and right now with the strike going on, it stops, because what they were doing is they were pumping out vehicles like no tomorrow. You know, trying to flood the market. I mean, Toyota, you know, good luck trying to find one of those. And you know, Honda, and you know, all the Japanese market vehicles. I don't know what they did. It was a chip shortage or whatever. They just haven't ramped up
the
production.
chip shortage. Yeah, there was
Like,
multiple
I was looking at
containers of chips that sank, or so the story goes. Although it's a nice convenient story, just like when the fuel industry says, oh, we've got a shortfall, we don't have enough fuel, we have to raise the price. Like we're not making any money here. I don't believe the oil industry for a second.
No, to me, that's just one of those things where shareholders profits, and you know, the CEO is getting these big fat bonuses and bullshit, and everyone else is starving.
So do you think that was happening with Celebrations, where the owner of Celebrations is just making all this money? I mean, it's possible. I mean, I
Well,
don't know.
I mean, you have to have the
like
show.
maybe they were.
You have to have the show and sell tickets to be able to get that. I mean, we were lucky to be able to get probably one of the last shows
Yeah.
that we went to before they closed up shop. And they were a great place to go. Like if you wanted to, you've got the dinner theater going on. So the servers would come up and be your server, and they would also be acting
hmm
at the same time. And you had a meal on top of that. And it was great.
And
It was
I think,
nice.
and I think the servers, like, I'm trying to be devil's advocate here. So from the server's perspective, I'm not making enough money to put food on the table at home.
Well,
And
actors.
if that's the case, then maybe your business shouldn't have been open.
So
like
they
if
call
you
it
can't afford-
starving actors.
Yeah, if you can't afford to pay a living wage to the people. See, I'm coming around. I'm coming around to it now. But if you can't afford to pay a living wage to your employees, and you can only afford to pay them minimum wage, then maybe you shouldn't be in business.
I don't know.
It's
It's crazy. I mean, like you said, it's just it just compounds. I mean, during the pandemic, people weren't working, and the ones who were probably in the service industry kind of had a wake up call, going, "Why am I doing this?
Mhm.
Like, where's my life going?"
That's
So
the
then,
other side of
so
it,
now all of
though.
a sudden, there's a shortage of servers because now they're saying, you know what, we're going to find other jobs because the service industry is going to shut down.
So if you're in the service industry and you're working in the service industry, and the service industry basically shuts down during the pandemic,
You still got to eat. You still need a job.
and then you go back to work in the service industry, I think the business is hard hit for sure. However, you can declare Chapter 11 and and then move on, right? Especially if you're incorporated, then the owner of the company is not liable to pay that back. The company is liable to pay it back.
Yeah. What's if you incorporated or?
But
yeah.
but that employee still is still way behind. They're further behind than the business would be. Okay, so this is probably where this all came out is, oh, look, we worked for you for a while. Everything's back to normal. It's time to start paying us more. The company says, well, if I'm not making a personal profit of a certain amount, and I can't afford to make my 100 grand a year, or whatever the owner was making, then I'm not going to take it out of my pocket. So I'm just going to shut the doors. If that's what happened, which from what I'm hearing is that person still made money. And you know what? That's probably what it is.
Well, I mean, the price of food, the price of transportation, everything went up. So the person who owns the business has to raise the prices
Yeah.
just for that portion.
Never mind
the
pay people,
employee.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
the
on
thing
top.
is, but when you raise the price too high, then people stop coming. And
a
I don't think
double-edged sword,
I
but-
don't think Celebrations was doing sellout shows all the time.
I don't know.
So they probably weren't making the profit margin they wanted to make.
It's like people who work seasonal work. I mean, you work, you get a bunch of money. That money's got to last you until next season.
Yeah.
So if Celebrations is doing, so many shows, when they're not doing shows, they're rehearsing. So
Yep.
but they still need to be paid.
Yeah.
So they're paying them even though there's not people there to go to the show to get paid. So I don't know. There's a dynamic there. I don't know how they do it. I don't know whether they borrow money and then they pay it off, or how that all kind of cycles. But I'm sure they had a system that was working anyway.
You know what? I think I just want to side on the side of the employee. I don't like companies.
Yeah. Well,
Don't. In the end, because I mean, I was trying to look at it, and I was trying to play devil's advocate. And I heard things like that the staff had to supply their own costumes and stuff like that. Like there was no budget for like wardrobe and stuff.
well, it's budgeting.
But I
That's a
mean,
different thing, but
I don't know. But it's like it's the same thing as being as being a musician. Like we pay for when we went out and played, we pay for everything.
Yeah.
We don't have anything supplied for us. You know what somebody was saying? There was a interesting comment on Twitter where people talk about like the actor strike, right? And the writer strike going on in Hollywood and stuff.
Mhm.
And they're totally being taken advantage of, right? Like it's one of those industries that's really shitty.
I
But
thought the writers were the ones who made all the money.
No, the writers make nothing.
Oh, okay.
No, the writers
It's,
don't.
it's not like music. Like if you write music, whoever wrote the music is the one who gets royalties
No.
in music. Like royalties.
Oh yeah,
go to
yeah,
the
yeah,
people.
yeah. But there's no royalties.
But there's
being
no
paid
royal-
anymore.
Well, in
'Cause-
music.
Not really. No.
Oh,
That's why we're getting 0.0001 cent for every stream. Like nobody's paying royalties anymore. They found a way around paying artists for their music. That wasn't there before.
that just makes those record companies even fatter.
Yeah.
Just fatten up those wallets.
Oh, we're losing money.
Yeah, man.
You guys have
If you ever bought a car and
Yeah.
talked to a salesman,
Yeah.
oh well, we're not making any money. Bullshit.
They
You don't
don't
have this
say it.
friggin' Taj Mahal. What did you do? Just pull it out of your ass?
Yeah.
No. Oh, we're not making any money on this. Yeah. Tell me another story. Go to my doors, as they would say.
Go to my doors.
When the hell was the last time you heard that term?
No, I've never heard that term.
Go to my doors?
What's my doors?
I don't know. That was back home. That was back east. I don't know if it was go to hell or go to my doors. I don't know.
Doors.
Who the fuck is my doors?
I don't know. Doesn't sound like a good person.
Maybe it's in a dictionary in out east. Maybe it's
Yeah.
a maritime dictionary thing.
Maritime dictionary. Do you own your remember we used to had to go buy our what was it? Laurent. What's the name of the library?
Secord?
No.
Laurent Secord?
Laurent. Bonjour, Laurent Secord. No, Laurentien. Laurentien, that was the dictionary we had to buy every year for
Lucien.
Lucien?
Laurentian.
Laurentian.
No, those were those markers.
Those are the
Those are those
the
pencil
crayons.
Pencil crayons.
I don't know.
Lucien. Laurent.
Oh my god.
Larousse.
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 That's what it was. Larousse. There we
Larousse,
go.
yeah.
Okay, wheel of topics. One more.
One more topic.
We don't live stream very often.
Can you tell?
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing. Share.
Mishmash mosh.
All right, let's remove this one.
Okay.
How many spins?
Rolling. 2.
Dunderheads in this room. Right, got it. Good. We didn't even really do the overrated and underrated. We hit Celine Dion, and that's all we hit.
Oh, what song's been ruined for you by a cover band? Ours or someone else? Which song became better?
Sounds like a Corey topic here. Sounds like you put this on. Okay, so I think what this is you're at a bar, there's a cover band playing. The cover band plays Comfortably Numb, for example.
How about Pretty Woman, Van Halen? Redone
Where it's better.
instead of Roy Orbison. Yeah.
So do you think Van Halen's version is better than the Roy Orbison?
It's rockier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? We've played the Van Halen version so many times that I actually prefer the Roy Orbison version.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay.
I've found a love for Roy Orbison later on in life.
Okay.
Pretty woman, you had that weird. I don't know. I can't do it.
Yeah, he had those weird eyebrows.
All right. So, what song has been ruined for you by a cover band? So, for example, I've seen some pretty shitty cover bands in my day. You know, those cover bands where you're like, you're not even paying attention. Like we've seen some good cover bands. We've seen some horrible cover bands. But when I've seen many bands do a Tragically Hip song,
Okay.
and you know, some cover bands will make a song their own,
Right.
and some cover bands will do it exactly.
Right. Or try and do it.
And those are both good.
Right.
But there's the ones in the middle where they're trying their best to sound like the original, and they're not even coming close.
Okay.
So instead of going diddle 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 diddle, they're going did. They can't even play it properly.
Okay.
So Tragically Hip is probably the one that gets ruined the most often for me
Oh god.
that I've seen bands play live.
We play some of that stuff. Or are we okay?
You guys are good. No, you guys are good.
Here-
Now,
here's-
now, who does a cover?
Right.
But the other half of this is, which cover band have you seen play a song better than the original?
It's almost like you'd have to have a list. This song, this band played it.
Well, you
This
don't even
song,
have to
this-
say the band, but have you ever seen a cover band do a cover, like do a song so good you're like, oh my god?
The Foo Fighters.
They were doing a cover.
Yeah.
Oh,
They've done a couple of covers that are
their covers are actually really good.
now. Do you remember a music
Van
video?
Halen. I've seen the Foo Fighters do Van Halen, right? Maybe they're playing Van Halen with Wolfgang.
That was really good.
Now, would I say it was better?
Well, not maybe
Not
better. No,
better, but it was very good.
very good. Very
Yeah.
good. Do you remember a video of was it? It was a video within a video. So it was a Loverboy video,
Mhm.
but they had this 3-piece band playing "Working for the Weekend," and it sounded like shit. Do you remember that?
Okay. Like Shreds?
No, not
Shreds?
Shreds. No,
No.
no, it was it's actual video for not "Working for the Weekend," but it was one of their new songs.
Okay.
Uh,
Loving every minute of it.
no,
Okay.
yeah, I can't remember. But anyway, the "Working for the Weekend" part, that the band that played that, it sounded like crap.
Wow.
They're like swinging. It was with the horn, and it was just terrible. But that's not a real band who played
Yeah.
a cover. So
There was a band that we used to go see. I can't remember what they're called. If it comes to me, I'll remember. I think the guitar player might have been Paul McNair, who now sings for Streetheart.
okay,
I think it was Paul McNair band. All I remember, the drummer used to not wear a shirt and used to have 2 black electrical tapes over each nipple, so you couldn't see his nipple. It like 2 X's.
really?
Yeah, which is funny.
Did you put tassels on?
The
them?
drummer may or may not have been Brent Fitz. I don't know. Or Brent Fitz, or the other famous Winnipeg drummer who played in Shake Naked. He might have been in that band. The singer was phenomenal. He was Mike Patton level good. Mike Patton from Faith No More,
Okay,
where his vocal range was ridiculous. And what they did, they're called like the Recyclers or something like that. But what they did, they specifically did covers like everyone else is doing. Every cover band was playing Mark Lavoisier, it doesn't matter, but they're always trying to recreate the cover identical, right? But they didn't, they reworked all the covers.
okay,
So they might do a reggae version of a rock song, or a rock version of a reggae song. They would always flip shit. And I'm pretty sure Paul McNair was the guitar player.
right.
But they used to do that all the time. That was their shtick, was they would reinvent. Instead of just doing covers exactly, they reinvented every song they did.
Right.
So they did, you know that song, "Oh, what a feeling, what a rush."
Yep.
Remember that song?
Yeah.
But they used to do it rockier. And they were so good. But the other band, which was Harlequin.
Yeah.
When Harlequin would play without the singer, they were called the Choir Boys.
Okay.
We've seen them play a bunch of times.
Yeah.
They had 2 singers. The bass player would sing and the rhythm guitar player would sing. And they did a cover of Comfortably Numb with both guys singing. One guy would sing the higher part and the other guy would sing the lower part. In my opinion, now this is not going to be popular, but they did it better than Pink Floyd.
Really?
But I'm not a Pink Floyd fan.
Oh, okay.
So the Comfortably Numb, good song. And I hear it and it's like, yeah, that's a really good song. But when I saw them perform it, because they performed it, they were closing their eyes and they were like getting right into it, you know. So I'd see them play and it's like, holy shit, this is good. And I didn't even know it was a Pink Floyd song at the time. So I'd see them play it. And eventually like somebody told me what the song was because I wasn't a Pink Floyd guy. And then I heard, oh, this is Pink Floyd. Okay. Then I, you know, actively went and sought the song. And I'm like, wow, I didn't enjoy this as much as watching Harlequin do it.
Well, Baker Street is a good song, but I think Foo Fighters redid it, and that's the version that we play, and it is a lot rocky.
What's Baker Street? Which band is that?
I don't know.
Baker Street?
Baker Street.
Baker Street. Someone else probably already knows this. Bakers.
Not Bakers.
Huh?
No, it's not a Bakers. Baker Street.
Baker. Jerry Rafferty?
Yeah, that's it. That's the original version.
Oh, okay. You guys do this song now?
Yeah, but we do the Foo Fighter version.
Forward here. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And there's another one that we're going to be doing. It's a rockier version of another tune too.
Okay. You know what? I think now I remember why I think I might have put this on.
You put it on what?
Okay, do you remember this song?
Oh yeah. You ready, Steve? Oh my God. Brian Adams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know that song, right?
Yeah.
Fucking great song, right?
Yeah.
Brian Adams.
Right.
Have you heard this version?
Okay.
No, this isn't it.
It's even lighter.
Actually, that's a pretty shitty version. We can put that on.
Oh, thinking about all the younger years.
Okay, that's not bad actually. It's just not the one I meant.
Yeah, it's just kind of the Muzak version.
No, I can't find the fucking song.
It's like more an upbeat version. Is that what you're looking for?
Oh no, it was a dance version.
Boys of Summer. We're going doing a version of Boys of Summer,
See,
but not
Boys of Summer.
but not the Eagles version.
Okay, I can't find fucking Jesus Christ. I can't find this stupid thing. So basically, it was a dance version.
Oh,
Ziba ziba.
but it was just they didn't do anything.
Oh.
But this isn't okay. Well, I'm totally
thing
going off the
that
rails.
sounds the same. You mean? Just kind of a redo.
Maybe I should put cover because there's people doing good covers of it alone.
Oh, you go on YouTube. There's some wicked people who play.
So
I listen to some of it. It's like, oh my God.
I don't think I'm gonna find this. No, that's not it. Oh my God. Whatever. I guess I can't find it. Anyway, there was a cover of Alone by Heart.
Okay.
How will I get you alone?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm really squeaky there today.
Yeah. Raspy.
Anyway, they did like, okay, Ann Wilson, I think we can all agree, is probably one of the best vocalists of all time.
Mhm.
Power, range, grit. very professional sounding singer
Yes.
with lots of emotion.
Yeah.
So imagine a version. So someone decides to cover that song
Right.
who's not a good singer.
Okay.
What's the point?
Just for their own entertainment.
With a Casio drum beat underneath.
Somebody-
Baby, I'm all that I want. It's not in there, my arms. And then, you know, when she hits the how do I get you alone?
Right.
You know, when she hits that fucking alone, it's
Right.
that crazy note.
Really high.
And they're like, how do I get you alone? Alone. Alone. Like, what's the point?
Maybe, you know, when you're practicing it or if you're doing it for yourself.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
If you're
mean,
singing in your car, singing along.
anytime you learn a song, it's like you don't know it right off the bat. I mean, you kind of have to play it. I mean, if you play by ear and if you've heard the song enough times, you can replicate it. But if you're starting out and you're just trying to learn it and you don't have the vocal range, or if you just don't have the vocals, you know, you're not a person who normally sings, it's going to come out different, obviously. I mean, when you listen to some of the songs that, especially when you're younger and you have no experience whatsoever, I mean, it sounds like, you know, nails on a chalkboard.
I'm actually looking at worst covers.
Worst covers? Oh my God.
No, I can't find. I thought I could find something good here, but maybe not. But I mean, like the other one was like Britney Spears doing I love rock and roll. Atrocious. I'm not even going to play it. It's not even worth it.
Well,
You know.
we're looking at actually playing that song, I think.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Anyway,
can try
so much
it.
for that.
See what sticks and what doesn't. Sure.
So much for that. Let's remove this.
Okay.
Well, I'll do one more. Why not? How many spins are we doing?
3. Just going to town.
Fuck is it? Oh boy, Richest Musicians Born in Canada ranked. This will be good.
I didn't put that one.
I did. All right. I gotta find it though.
What's with the WS 9367900?
That's the website.
Oh, okay.
Wheelo Topics. All right, I gotta find it now. Here, you talk while I find it.
Richest musicians born in Canada. Well, Brian Adams would be one of them, I'm sure.
Boy, it's gonna be hard.
There's a lot of good bands in Canada. I mean, Rush. I don't know how much money they're worth.
You gotta be worth a lot.
They toured. My God, I don't think they stopped touring. They've been touring since what, the 70s. Now that they're done, it's like, what do you do now? Drive the wives crazy. You're always home. Go back on the road. Get out of my hair.
Oh my God, where is it? Oh, it's not on here. Maybe it's on here. Keep talking.
I'm just trying to think of the other bands. Well, there's Street Art and Triumph. I was watching on YouTube. It was one of those vocal teachers,
Oh, okay.
and it was one of those first time viewing type things.
Oh, okay.
So she was watching Triumph live at Montreal.
Was that Zaroff, Elizabeth Zaroff? The red hair? Reddish hair?
I'm not sure.
Red brown hair?
No, I don't think it was. Probably one of the other ones, but
I found it.
but
here.
yeah, she was like, oh wow, like just the passion and just the way he can sing and control his voice. And then when he gets in the guitar, he does a solo. It's like it all kind of melds together.
Okay, I found the list
That
here.
was Rick Emmett. Yeah.
Rick Emmett. Oh, I think that was Zaroff because she was like, yeah.
Okay.
I only listen to Elizabeth Zaroff. She's the only one. She's got chops. Like some of them are.
Did she do Sound of Silence?
Yeah.
With that guy, that
Yeah.
metal guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent that to Mom actually.
Okay, so 21st most, what would we say, richest Canadian musicians born in Canada.
And we know these.
Well, I'm curious if you do. That's the whole idea
okay.
here. So number 21,
Okay.
Robbie Robertson,
Okay, I've heard the name.
50 million.
Robbie Roberts.
He was
Give me a song. Name me a song that he's done.
in the band.
Okay.
Okay.
That's old.
Remember the song? Take a load off the band. Take a load off the. Take a load for free. Take a load off Granny.
Oh, Granny?
Granny. I don't know. I don't know what the line is. Then take the load right off on me or whatever. I don't know.
It's not the lyrics, but yeah.
Anyway, but he also had a solo career.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see.
That's an older.
It's not mentioning what he did.
Who's next on that list?
Okay, next. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guess
Celine Dion?
Oh, she's gonna be at
Shania
higher up.
Twain? I don't know.
Number 20. Mom's nemesis.
Oh,
Anne Murray. 50 million.
Eesh.
We're not even gonna go into this.
Yeah, like Burton Cummings.
Fucking yeah, this is Mom's nemesis. We've talked about this a million times on the show.
Yeah.
Let's just say Anne Murray is a 4-letter word in the McGinnity household.
Yeah.
We're not even going to talk about her. Let's move on. I didn't know she had that much money.
It's not ANNE either. That's the 4-letter.
No. Number 19, Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought she would have been higher than that. I mean, she ran Lilith Fair, which was like Lollapalooza, but it was like all female artists. Made
Okay.
a ton of money.
Didn't know she did that, but okay.
Yeah. That's what gets her that high up. Number 18, Mylène Farmer. French superstar Mylène Farmer actually hails from Canada. She was born in Pierrefonds in Quebec. She started her career as a model and was
Yeah. Full.
that just goes to show like the French market for music is massive.
Never heard of her.
No, I've never heard of her either. Number 17, Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
I thought she would have been way higher.
Yeah.
She's at 60 million.
Yeah. Okay.
And we all know we don't have to talk about ironic or not ironic. Number 16, Avril Lavigne. Higher than Alanis Morissette.
Avril Lavigne. She's Canadian? I didn't realize she was
Yeah.
Canadian. Okay.
Used to be married to Chad Kroeger from Nickelback.
The band that some people just hate for
No.
some reason.
Number 15, Ryan
They're
Peake.
good music.
Who? Ryan Peake. No idea.
No.
That's the guy here.
It's like those millionaires.
I don't
It's
know
like,
who.
who?
that is. Yeah,
I don't know who
exactly.
these people are.
No idea who that is.
Okay.
Oh, he's from Nickelback.
Oh. Okay.
Well, there you go. Okay. Well, number 14.
Why is he so special? He's just a guitar.
Well, he's the guitar player. He writes songs. So
Oh,
he's getting
okay.
royalties,
So
right?
he's writing their songs. Okay.
Brian Adams,
Yeah.
number 14. He's only at number 14. He
Wow.
should be fucking like top 5.
Why do you think so?
Estimated at 75 million.
Well, hey, it's good. Nothing to sneeze at.
Chad Kroeger at 13.
Okay.
Estimated 80 million net worth. Wow. 12, Michael Bublé.
Making bank. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Bublé
that's
for
that's
sure.
no surprise. I didn't think
I-
he'd
I
be
think
ahead
he-
of.
I think he'd be higher than that, wouldn't he?
What do you think so, right? But hang on. Number 11, Paul Anka.
Is he even still alive?
I don't know. Good question.
Paul Anka.
He started his career at 15.
Wow.
So he's at 80 mil.
Okay. Is Rod Stewart Canadian or
No.
American? No. Okay.
Okay, this one's good. This one's gonna make you laugh. Number 10,
Okay.
William Shatner.
Fuck off. William Shatner.
Yeah. He's released a whole ton of albums.
Really?
But they're
I think-
talking
I
but they're talking net worth. Now, is it based on album sales? I don't think this is based on
I
Album
wrote
sales.
a song, but that's not what I'm known for. But I got all kinds of money.
so I don't know.
I think I heard one of his songs and he was like talking in it. It wasn't even singing.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is based on their net worth. It's not necessarily based
Oh,
on
okay.
richest musicians, right? It doesn't have to all be money from.
Okay. So he's calling himself a musician. Okay.
Number 9. This one surprises me. Joni Mitchell at 100 million.
Surprises you?
Well, I didn't think she was making that much bank.
Joni Mitchell. Big money.
She's received 10 Grammys, 3 Juno Awards, and a Kennedy Center honor.
There you go.
It also has the Order of Canada. Number 8. Well, you're not going to be surprised by this. David Foster, producer extraordinaire.
Okay, he's a producer. I was gonna say he's not a musician. but
Yeah.
I know of.
Songwriting credits include Earth, Wind, and Fire's After the Love Is Gone, Peter Cetera's The Glory of Love. He was the guy who was producing Peter Cetera. Several songs for Chicago.
Mhm.
He also wrote Tears Are Not Enough. And the themes to the 1988 and 2002 Winter Olympics and the 1996 Summer Olympics. He has produced music for Michael Bublé, Celine Dion, and Bryan Adams.
Okay.
Like you don't, yeah, I'm surprised not higher, to be honest.
He's producer, so he's making bank. Big bank.
Producing, yeah. There's more money in producing than there is in anything else. So he's 150 mil.
Wow.
Neil Young at number 7 at 200 million. I didn't think Neil Young was doing that well. I knew he was doing well, but like, wow.
It's probably overall.
Yeah. I mean, he toured lots. Oh, fuck. Number 6,
What?
your nemesis and mine, Drake. Whatever.
Whatever. He's good at what he does, but that's a lot of money.
I don't even think he's good at what he does. I think he's horrible.
Really?
I heard my first Drake song a few months ago,
Did you?
and I'm like, really? This is the guy that's
Pulling in bank?
like, that's why I'm not on Spotify, is because he's on every fucking playlist. Best rap, okay. Best reggae, yep. Best rock, yep. What?
Best country.
Best Celine Dion, Drake's on the playlist. Whatever. I can't stand him.
Okay.
Number 5, Dan Aykroyd.
Oh, then the Blues Brothers.
Yep.
Okay. Well, he's got money. It wasn't.
He's got money. Yeah, it wasn't all
wasn't-
for music, that's
no,
for sure.
No, it's not.
Number 4, Justin Bieber at 285 million. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
But he's saying also he has business ventures, lots of them, including a deodorant line, a fragrance line, a clothing line, clean water tech, and Crocs, Vespas, Timbits.
Timbits, yeah.
I had that.
Beaver
yeah.
bits, or what are they
Beaver
called?
Bits, yeah. Number 3, wow, The Weeknd.
Okay.
I think he's pretty talented dude. I didn't realize he was that high up in the, like, ahead of like fucking Bryan Adams. There people, but I think what's happening now, back in the old days, as a musician, you made money off your music and that was it. But these people are like they're doing clothing lines and a whole bunch of other things, right? And they're getting sponsorship
Yeah,
deals.
sponsors, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but back then, you might get a sponsorship from like Marshall or something, or Fender. But I mean, it's not worth like 100 million. But like people like The Weeknd are getting that kind of bank.
Right.
Or I'll give you 100 million if you wear Adidas. You know.
Yeah. Well, advertising's big now.
Number 2, Shania Twain at 400 million.
Yeah.
But there you go. She had the Vegas residency,
Yeah.
whole bunch of other stuff, and she also happens to be married to Mutt Lange.
Producer.
Yeah, the guy who did all the Def Leppard albums.
Okay.
So, you know, number 1, Celine Dion at 800 million.
Jeez. And her heart goes on.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Anne Marie.
Yeah.
You
Well,
think I'm the greatest entertainer in Canadian history? Are you though? I don't think so.
self-proclaimed.
All right, we should probably cap it here. It's like fucking 10 o'clock.
Ah. Okay.
We did 2 hours.
2 hours of nonsense.
2 hours of nonsense. Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yeah.
Say the website, because this is what people wait 2 hours for.
That's SeanMcGinnity.ca. That's SeanMcgINITY.ca.
Ribbed for your pleasure. I don't know why it's ribbed. I don't know. Cock ring. I don't know. I just felt like saying it. I don't know. All right.
All right. It
Well-
was kind of family friendly until the end, but okay.
Yeah, whatever. We threw the F-bomb a couple times.
Oh yeah.
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 All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. All social media at SeanGeek Podcast. And we'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye. Bye.